Big story out of the NFL today as players are going to get to win gold medals as flag football has been okayed for the 2028 Olympics.
Jets have been playing that for years.
Dude, we couldn't even win in flag football. Are you kidding? We couldn't. We would get a quarterback in flag football. It would turn out to be like the guy that said he was better than Mahomes that can't even throw. Like, that's who we would get. That's who would wind up being our guy. Justin Jefferson said today, hey, did the Olympic gritty dance as he left the lectern today, talking about he's been a big proponent of trying to get flag football into the Olympics in 2028. And now the NFL owners vote 32-0 to unanimously approve the proposal. So now you're going to have NFL players playing in flag football in the Olympics. This is going to look like the very first dream team. Okay, first of all, I'll say this. Remember the very first dream team in 1992 that was Jordan and Bird and Ewing, and it was like every game they're beating Angola like 128-30?
Sure.
That's what this is going to look like. That's exactly what this is going to look like, flag football.
The question, that it begets is you want to be in the room where it happens and get access to the spreadsheets that have been generated off of this stuff, right? In terms of what is the economic window and ceiling, I should say, for the NFL in allowing this change. Because I got to think, coach to coach, when you start thinking about players that might be inclined to want to throw their hat in the ring, I don't know. I'm looking at, say, John Harbaugh, because he said this back in March. Quote, I'm afraid I have a quarterback that'd probably be pretty good at it. So, no, I'm not that excited about it, in all honesty. I believe in America. I want gold medals. But, and that's kind of where I sit in a lot of this. I go, all right, this is good in theory, right? And you're expanding the game, and obviously flag football generating a whole new generation of players and finding talent and creating a whole new marketplace, right? Because now you figure out, all right, how do we monetize that? It's a running joke in a lot of the opens that we have for the show of you or I kind of joking, how do I make money on this? Well, that's what the NFL's trying to figure. And a 32-0 vote would indicate to me they figured out at least the cursory part of that in terms of generating revenue.
It's because it's worldwide publicity. And here's the thing, forget about money. Even not the money part, it's, we have our stars on display on a world stage where we're trying to grow the game. That's why they voted 32-0. Because we've been trying to find a way to grow the game globally, and slowly we're adding more international games. There's 7 this year. You mean we can have the NFL on display in the summer of 2028, all the biggest stars in the game, and it'll be Mahomes or Justin Fields. I mean, he may be the quarterback then, I don't know. But we'll have all our big stars out there.
What are you doing?
Hey, Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson. We'll have, and there'll be
we said stars.
And there'll be one player, and that's the rule, no more than one player from every team.
Unless you're playing for another nation.
Right, you can play for another nation, but one team for Team USA, one player per team. I don't know.
23andMe getting a lot of action right now.
Sure.
Hey, what else we got in the blood?
How many is it going to be like the WBC where players who I remember when what was it or the Olympics when Piazza wasn't good enough to play for Team USA anymore, and he just preemptively said, I might play for Team Italy because, that's where I'm from. Oh, you're just not good enough to start for Team USA anymore. So, yeah, you're preemptive. How many people are going to go, yeah, I mean, I know I'm probably one of the top 10 wide receivers in the game, but I'm not going to play if for the United States, but I could play for Canada.
No, but
I could play for wherever. I come from there. I'm 100. Yeah,
but look at Joel Embiid. He had multiple opportunities, bites at the apple for the Olympics.
Oh, he would absolutely do that. In 4 years, he's absolutely doing that. He's not even going to mess around with Team USA.
But you know what I mean, though. This time, he had the opportunity, and for the NFL players, certainly where guys can go in and take a look at their ancestry and maybe have that opportunity. It'll be there. It'll just be the curiosity of, from a marketing perspective, and certainly the players themselves going to the, all right, benefit versus risk reward kind of thing.
Well,
it's not quite the old, sand football games that we'd have at the Pro Bowl. Robert Edwards.
Yeah.
Jinx. But it's still in that same vein of it's an event. It's one of our events, but it's really
Yes.
not our event.
Let's finish the good part of it
Yeah,
first,
okay.
right? It's good for it's great
I'm
for the
sorry.
NFL. It's all sorts of publicity. They're going to be the dominant story of the
Of course,
Olympics. I
yes.
mean, obviously, basketball is going to be big, track and field will be big, but having the best stars in the NFL, especially here in the United States where we're in local time across the country, it's going to be incredibly huge.
Yeah, unless they bring breakdancing back. That would be the only thing that could take it down.
No. They'd have to bring Ray Gun back. Like, you
Well, but
can't
that's what I
just
mean.
bring breakdancing back. You'd have to bring Ray Gun back.
She's retired.
Now, she'll come out of retirement. You think she
No, I don't know.
you
There'd
think
be a
she would come out of
sponsor ready
retirement?
to
Come
cut
on,
a check.
man.
She'd be back
can't
on
do
some
that
team
twice.
somewhere.
No, Ray Gun would be
It's
like
like Motley
She
Crue,
doesn't
man.
even
She
know her
coming
own
back.
kata.
Ray Gun coming back would be like Trey Young if the Knicks called to say we want to trade for you. Yeah, of course I'll go there. I love the Knicks. Yeah, no, 100%. That's absolutely going to happen. Absolutely. Now, that's all the good, right? It's all the good. It's all the good thing. I want everybody to think all good things, all good things, all good things, all good things. Because I want to say this. Don't take any players from my favorite team. I want no Jets on that team. Not that you have to worry about that, but I want 0 Jets because I don't want my guys getting hurt. I don't want my guy getting hurt in an event that you don't need him for. That's a made up thing for the Olympics. I don't want one of my best players getting hurt because I still have the aftershocks and the fallback to what's gone on with Edwin Diaz from 2 years ago in the WBC, and he's just getting back to normal now. But the WBC means so much. No, it means a lot to the rest of the world. It doesn't mean as much to us here in the United States. Yes, it's fun to watch, and it was fun to watch Trout and Ohtani, but it means much more to the world than it does here. What did I have to watch? In a celebration mound, I watched Edwin Diaz tear his Achilles, and he's done for the year. Doesn't throw a pitch for the Mets, and they just gave him a $100 million contract, right? So I know this, right? That's why. Don't take any Jets. Again, not that you would. Not that they would be at the top of the list, or they would even be on a list right now.
4 snaps.
Maybe they won't. I mean, maybe they're on the maybe list, or maybe they're on the.
Well, you got a couple
the
years
after list.
before you'd have to put that list together. But
Don't take anybody you want. Don't take any of my play. I'll love it, but don't take anybody from the Jets. Take some. You want to take? Yeah, I'll give my pick to the Bills. I'll give my pick to the Dolphins or the Patriots. You take somebody. I'll give you that. Don't take my players because I don't want my guys there.
the other thing that comes out of it when you're talking about just straight up injuries, and now we're getting into as we watched the NBA and the proliferation of Achilles injuries and everything, we're trying to get the commission started to figure out exactly why, how, and in this day of training and preparation and metrics that you have so many injuries. When we talk about the international appeal of getting these guys out there and expanding your brand, you also are looking at a football game. I don't know that there's a lot of standing around and just, being the slack-jawed yokel thing that was going on globally for the Dream Team. I think by then folks are going to be ready to play, and it's football, which takes on a whole other...
It's flag football where they're stopping fast and cutting and jumping,
Right.
and anything can.
No, but that's just it. A guy that's a bit out of control, and all of a sudden you're bodied up in a non-contact sport.
Think about it like this, right? Think about an injury like this. This will break it down for you.
4 snaps.
Okay, let's just say that's over, okay? We have Justin Fields now. We have a good quarterback that's going to run for 1,200 yards and throw for
If
1,200
it's
yards.
over, why does it still hurt? Cut
Just
deep?
watch. Just because it's
Hey,
done.
the first
it's
cut
over.
is the deepest.
It's over.
Which snap hurt the most?
He's going to...
the one that happened on that
Lots of-
fourth
Lots of
fourth
snaps.
play.
Lots of snaps there. Lots of
That was a
snaps there.
double snap.
Lots of snaps. So I'll say this, right? Last week we had to get the spring in our garage door replaced,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it snapped, right? So we couldn't close the door. So we
Did you have
called.
flashbacks to Rodgers?
No. Flashbacks to Edwin Diaz. No. So the it snapped, and Pam was like, "What do you think happened?" Look, I said, "Well, this thing is not connected anymore, so I assume whatever that is snapped." Okay. So we called, and the guy came to do the spring, right? He says, "Okay, great. How often do you come in and out of the garage?" We go, "I don't know. We usually leave the garage half the time. I don't know, 4 times a day, 3-4 times a day." He goes, "Okay." He goes, "Just to let you know," he goes, "Look, you'll be good for a long time, but usually these springs, they got about 10,000 closes in them, and then they're going to snap." I'm like, Oh, okay. All right, great. So now I'm like, okay, we're not leaving the garage anymore. We're not opening the door. We got 10,000 closes, right? And my wife says, I wish she had never said, I wish you would
now
never
you have
heard
an
that.
umpire clicker.
I wish you had never heard that, because now you're going to say, don't go out the garage. What are you doing? We've gone out of the garage 6 times today. Well, how close we're getting to 10,000. Like, I need that clicker that goes from 10,000 ticking down.
So now you
right?
have the pace to you're marked for death.
Right,
And
yeah,
you're
here it
backing out 10,000.
You want to go out of the garage again? You see where we're at now? We have 8,421 closes left. We just had this guy come and do this like 4 months ago. So, because I'm actually counting in my head, like, okay, so if we go out 6 times a day after, okay, so how long, 100 days, like, what does this mean? Like, how long is this going to go? And my wife is like, I can't believe, I wanted him to take the words back as soon as he said that, because I knew you were going to obsess over this, right?
You have to do a press conference after the first 100 days.
Yeah.
That's how far we've come.
We're really using a lot. We used it 8 times the other day, and now it's this. And just because it's more convenient for us to go out to our car, but we could go out the front door. We've been going out the front door more. I'm like, I'm going out the front door. I'm not opening the garage again because the closes. So and so that's the thing is like, okay, an injury or something's bound to break down the more you use it. And what you're doing is you're adding these reps to a player who's going to play without equipment, with not knowing what it's going to be like to really protect himself, because he's never done anything like this before. You don't know how many other nations are going to say, oh, I want to take a shot at this guy. Justin Jefferson's the best receiver in the NFL. Okay, let's see how great a receiver he is. Or you come down because you're jumping for a ball that you normally wouldn't be doing in practice, but you come down on somebody's ankle and it's a sprained ankle and you're out for 8 weeks. Like, there's lots of things that can happen because you're going hard in something that's a new experience. That's like, oh, I've never done that before. And it's the same thing for the WBC in that, okay, players know how to ramp up to get ready for the beginning of the regular season, right? Players come to, okay, I don't care that I'm not hitting the ball right now. This is how I do it. I work on things. I need to be at my best when I'm getting ready for opening day, right? Pitchers don't care if they give up 6-7 runs their first 3 starts. They're just extending themselves, getting ready for opening day, right? So it's in the WBC, it's about we're going too hard too early. So you see injuries because of that. Because now suddenly middle of February, you got to be ramped up and ready because we're playing. So, but whenever there's more reps for something like this, there's more that can go wrong. And I know for my team, it will go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why. Don't take any Jets. Take everybody else. Anybody else wants to go, take no Jets.
Jason.
Again, not that you're going to take any, but in 2 years, you never know. Maybe we have a really good player.
I woke up today. I don't get all the buzz with this. This has been approved for years. This has been happening.
Right, but now
it's called the Pro Bowl.
It's
fair.
Very good, Frostberg. Very good. Very good. Very good. I actually think this is going to be a little bit more intense than the Pro Bowl now. It's a little bit
is
more
that
intense.
possible?
They
take that very, very
well.
seriously.
I mean, you got to wake up.
It is.
I mean,
as long
as you look, as long as the check clears. Am I getting credit for showing up as a Pro Bowler? And does my spot bonus clear? Beyond that, I'm good.